Why are you here? That's what we want to talk about today. We got to look at what makes you really do what you do. Your purpose is available to you at any moment in your life, but you got to know what it is. Most of us in life are so afraid something's going to happen that we can't control, and therefore we're going to get pain, that we try to avoid those things we can't control. But in the end, the most important thing is, what's the purpose of your life? See, the purpose of a goal, as I've shared with you so many times, is not to achieve the goal. The purpose of the goal is what it makes of us as people, who we become. Just stop and think about what's most important. Think about why you're here. What's the purpose of your life? Step out of the moment and into eternity. Think about what's eternal when you're feeling insecure. Start to realize there is something inside of you that is never ending. There's something inside of you that is unchangeable. And that's the part of you that knows what is right, what to do, and why you're here. What is the special plan for you? You've got to discover the purpose of your life. There is a plan. There's something here for you that's different than anybody else in the world, and you've got to discover what it is. And the best way to discover is just trust your instinct and say, what is it? If it was simple, it was clear, and I was living every day, why am I here? Because if you never discover your purpose, how can you ever win the game of life? How can you really enjoy it thoroughly? What are you going to do when something happens? See, someone could die. How do you deal with all that? And the answer is, you have to know the one thing you can control is not events. What you control is what things mean to you. And therein comes the secret to life. Because no matter what happens in your life, the meaning of what has happened is yours. You know, so many times we set goals, or we have dreams, or we have plans, and we work our tail off, and it doesn't come out the way we want. And a lot of people come out of those situations disillusioned, or angry, or resentful, or frustrated. They look for someone to blame. But you know, sometimes I really truly believe that not getting your goal is part of the design. It's part of the game plan, causing you to dig inside and discover more of yourself, to really begin to use your real capacity as a human being, those traits that are within you that only expand when they're challenged. I challenge you to hold yourself to a higher standard. I challenge you to realize that you're here for a purpose. There's something for you to do and be here for yourself and for others. You can't just do for others and not do for yourself, or you won't be here. So this is really designed to get you to ask yourself, are you being efficient? Or are you being effective in your life? There's a big difference. If you're being efficient, then what you're doing is you're doing things right. But if you're being effective, you're doing the right things. Are you doing the things that are going to give you the most joy in your life? Why are you doing what you're doing? And where is it taking you? One of the biggest challenges in life is choosing, focusing your life, deciding what to spend your time on, what to spend your energy on. Having a clear purpose allows you to do that. Try to shape our lives, where we spend our time, who we spend our time with, what we do. So, you know, it may sound metaphysical, it may sound religious or spiritual, call it whatever you want. But know that the bottom line is that you are here for a reason, and that it's a special reason that only you know. And it may be that you haven't found it because you're looking for something huge. And it may be that you're living it right now, you're just not appreciating your purpose. Maybe what you're doing right now is your life purpose, this thing that you detest most. Or maybe what it is doing is giving you the challenge to really discover something within yourself that will allow you to give and be more. Because life is about two things. You discover it and you decide, this is it. I mean, ultimately our destiny is who do we become as people and what do you do? What do you contribute? That's what it's about. That's what gives us a sense of fulfillment. And a life of significance is one of growth and contribution. It's one where you decide what your life's about. Simply, what are you here for? Are you here to live, to learn, to grow, to share, to love? What are you here for? I'm asking these questions. I'm hoping you're thinking, not just listening to me. That every little thing you do has a consequence. It can be a positive consequence if you choose it. The most powerful thing that has consequence in your life are decisions. I think most people never win the game of life. They never feel fulfilled. They never feel joy because they don't know the purpose of the game. If you don't know the purpose of the game, what's your chances of ever winning? What drives you? Are you driven by guilt? Are you driven by your past? I say to you that if you're driven by anything other than your love and your spirit and your desire to contribute, your desire to grow and expand, you're driven by your need to please others, if you're driven by your fear, if you're driven by your past, maybe it's time to free yourself. And the way to do it is decide. Decide consciously what you want your life to be about. Decide consciously what's the purpose of your life. Something simple. Something you can live every single day. So what's guiding you? What's controlling you? What's directing your behavior? What's directing your focus? What's directing the meaning you're pulling from your life? What is it? Is it your parents? Is it the competition you have with somebody else? Is it wanting to prove somebody wrong? Is it your desire to contribute? Is it your desire for joy or happiness? Or is it a sense of purpose that's driving you? But in the end, the most important thing is what's the purpose of your life? Whatever you want to do it now. There are only so many tomorrows.